Hey guys, it's Arlen of Awaken Sponda. I am coming on today excited because I feel refreshed. I just got back from a trip to Asheville, North Carolina. I got to not only I got to do some work, I got to get some work done, some healing work. I got to go see an amazing show, NACO Medicine for the People. Absolutely phenomenal, fucking awesome experience. As well as hiking, Mother Nature, got some electrons filling up my body, grounding me in. Man, I really got a chance to just get refreshed and renewed in my spirit, and literally, it almost turns into like I feel like I left shed a layer up there, and now I'm back here, and now I'm I'm way more easy on myself right now. I'm in a good mode to really get this week started and to really just move back into all the amazingness that was kind of going on as far as work wise and my mission and what I'm doing. I was Before I left, I was really moving along in that quickly, and so many opportunities and new ideas, and to the point where I was incredibly overwhelmed in a lot of ways, and being that my personal space, I was incredibly drained. And going through my own personal things, I was really becoming unbalanced, and that's why I really needed that the rejuvenation to get filled up so that I could fill you guys up. Um, God, we all need to do that, whether you're like a healer or not, or whatever you are. Like we have to take time to restore, to refill ourselves. We can't help people, especially if you're on a mission. Like I'm definitely on a mission in this life. Like and I'm all about healing, and I'm all about really ascending and rising higher because it's why not? It's amazing. It's what I'm here for, and I've lived that lower life, and it's I thank God every day that I've moved forward from that and higher up from that because it's not a happy place, and I see people around me, you know, access or assessing or not assessing. What's the word? I see people living out of that area, and really, when I say lower life, a lot of what it's pertaining to when I say that, living in like the lower dimension, basically being stuck between these three energy centers, these lower energy centers. Um, a lot of times it's addictions, it's attachments, it's just staying stuck. Lack of confidence, lack of movement forward, and a lack of a desire for some people. That's not everybody. It takes desire to come out of that. Um, but coming up into the heart space so we can start alchemizing up and out and expanding the consciousness and growing and doing new things and learning what love really is, learning how to love yourself really is, what to love others really is, to serve people. I really want to encourage this. This came to my mind when I was on the trip, was service. How we forget so often. Now I haven't forgotten. It's something that stuck with me for years, and actually, um, I gained understanding on what service to others really is when I was in the Christian church. That's one thing I take with me from from the Christian church in general. And I'm not. I'm just talking about the act of service and the importance of it in life, period. I don't care who you are. If you want to grow, if you want to ascend, if you want to rise higher, if you want to grow, man, you got to learn how to serve others. And it's coming outside of yourself, and it's doing sometimes for people they've never lived a life, they've never done anything in their life, but they really stepped outside of themselves and maybe put their hands in the dirt a little bit, And I'm not talking about just going and maybe and like serving an animal shelter or something like that. I know that dogs and animals can be so much easier than humans, and I mean I love animals, so I get that. But to really learning how to love humanity, it teaches you a lot about learning how to love yourself, and to step outside of yourself, to see outside of yourself, to see other perspectives, to see what others may be going through, or maybe how you can relate. It does wonders for your soul and for your growth, especially when it comes to children. You know, a lot of us out there don't have kids, don't want kids, don't operate in that, you know, and for whatever reasons, there's many reasons why people are like that. I for one, haven't been like that. I adore children. I love children. Always have, and that probably stems from some other things in my life. I just really want to protect children. I just have that sense about me, and protect their innocence, because, well, as we understand, and I didn't even, you know, this is before I even knew this, but it's so exciting to even, when you learn this new information, how, like, our energy bodies develop, like our personalities kind of developed in those first 7 years of life, from a child, you know, born to 7 years of age. You know, a lot of time we have it backwards in the society, where we think kids, we can hide things from the children. They don't know. They're so little. No, they're recording everything. They're a sponge to everything you're doing. And this I've always known, but I came, you know, just like lately, all these new informations have been coming to me from different areas, and it's like, wow, you're just confirming everything I really already knew. But it's so crucial to really protect the child, and, you know, the innocence of the child, and in turn, it helps us to protect the innocence of our inner child. You know, to relate to children is to see and understand life in a completely different perspective. That's why I have a little. When I say little, I have, like, from Big Brothers Big Sisters. I chose to get a little sister. She actually got her when she was 7. Um, got her. I met her when she was 7. She's 8 now. Um, but for me, a huge part of that was the sacrifice, and not the beauty of the sacrifice, because when you put this child, when you begin to see how you affect a child, you begin to really see, and metaphorically, how you're affecting life around you. And your perspective is changed. That's why when people have children, a lot of times they change. Their life changes. They feel reborn sometimes, because they didn't think of things selfishly anymore. And as, selfishly, or their perspective was changed in how they operated and how they saw the world that operates around them, to protect the innocence of a child. And this is protecting the innocence of yourself, like I said. So service. You want to grow, start serving people, start serving your community, do something you've never done before. You know, maybe you've never lived a life. Like, I always was serving. I've always been serving. It's just, like, normal to me at this point, you know? I don't really have to remind myself, and some of us out there don't, because we are humanitarian like that by nature. But for some others, they may not just have had the opportunities or not known, or not thought about it even, you know? What would it be like if I served this group? If I just spend in some time. All it really takes, guys, is time and a commitment. And it'll change your life. To see life from outside of your little world you've created. It's very selfless. It's a selfless act, and it's a beautiful act, and it will change your internal being. Okay. I don't know where I was before I got on that one. However, I don't know where I was, like I said. But I came on today because I'm excited to get back on here. I'm excited to do more videos, and just reaching out, guys. I have a sound bath, this Friday on summer solstice downtown at Lotus. I should have probably said that long before. But if you're into the video this far, and you're in Charleston, please come out. Please come out. We're gonna do meditation, and then we're gonna have an amazing sound bath. I have some awesome workshops that hopefully, well, definitely August is going to be a great one, and that's going to be a learning workshop, as well as in July. I won't get into that, because I don't want to talk about it before it's laid out fully, but it's coming up. and it's exciting. And if you come to my stuff, or if you enjoy following me or listening to anything I have to say, please come out, because I have some things that may be real relevant for you, to help you grow, to change your thoughts, to change your life. Here's another thing, okay? This is what I want to talk about, because we just had this full moon that was in Sagittarius, and that's really this whole energy. It's really been a chaotic energy up until I feel a lot better now. I don't know about y'all, but um, there's just this thing occurring where, it's really coming into our truth. Who are you? What do you believe? What are your core values? What do you believe in this society? Where do you stand, with yourself, within yourself? What is your truth? That's the energy, right? Well, last night, I do want to say, I had a dream last night, and because I'm a dreamer, and I've had a couple crazy dreams lately, but last night, I really was attacked in my dreams, as far as I won't get into the details of the dream, but what I want to just throw out there is, like, divine feminines out there, like, particularly. And so, if you resonate with feminine energy, and we are of both, but, like, I resonate with feminine because I'm a woman. I just really feel like you should be on guard that during this time, there's just some entities and things out there that really would love to see us falter, and to see us disbelieve and not follow our truths and what we've been shown, and our passions and our gifts, and to not believe in the masculines, okay? To not believe that, especially if you have somebody you know of, I do. There's been this energy of attack lately, but this happens when we're coming close to things. We're coming close to hitting on something. That's when it tends to happen, and I see it in my dreams, because it always shows up around that time. And last night that came up, and it was this just really tempting me to give up in some sort of way, on what I know is true. So don't give up. There that is. Also, I woke up this morning with this sobriety was on my mind. Purity, sobriety, how, like, just how much we really need to purify as a culture, as a society, to be purified, to be renewed, because, we get attacked most. We're attacked when our guards are down, and when we let these lower frequencies in our bodies. And that's one of the main reasons. That really is the main reason why I don't drink anymore, and I don't do drugs. Now, I will say it's different when we talk about something like medicinal, like ayahuasca. If you're talking about, weed. We've had this discussion. If you listen to my videos, I'm just not into abusing substances that are, anything that's going to cause you, it's an escape, it's a block, it's causing emotional blocks. If you have something going on in your life, an addictive, and if you have an addiction in your life, an attachment to alcohol or any kind of drug, whether it be marijuana, whether it be prescription pills, cocaine, meth, I don't know, whatever is out there, all that shit. If it's posing a problem to your personal life, to your goals, to your values, to anything in your life, if it's causing a personal problem, if it's defeating you in some way, if you're not living at your 100% potential because of this addiction, this attachment, if you have eliminated a big one, if you have walked away from loved ones that you know are dear to you, important people in your life, and you're walking away because of an addiction, or because you'd rather be drinking, or you'd rather be doing whatever the hell partying or whatever, escaping, really, I mean, you could cover it up as fun all you want, but we know what it really is. and it's a hiding, it's an escape, it's a self-sabotage, it's just remaining in that lower world, the lower world of attachments and wounds. If these things are happening, then I want to encourage you to really look at the problem, to look at the addiction, to see it clearly, to really pray about it, and I mean really meditate on it, really actually pray on it. Ask for help. Ask for help. You have to ask. You can't sit there and continue on and just hope life just switches and changes. It's not gonna. It's a pattern. And some people will stay in it their entire lives. I have been brokenhearted the most in my life over my loved ones leaving me and choosing their addictions over any kind of relationship with me. We know clearly we have a beautiful relationship. My father being the key, the headliner of that one. He's addicted to drugs and has been for years. And and because of that, he's chosen over and over and over from the time I was a child to he's chosen what he wants in his life. I've been completely neglected, and we do this whether we realize it or not. Sometimes we're being so selfish we can't even see it. What we're doing, that we ignore the people that love us the most, the people that actually will be there. You take away all, and I'll tell you this: I've been 9 months sober now, and I went through some. For me, it was I woke up one morning and it was like, boom, I'm done. There's no more of this. Like, it's over. And I heard a voice inside before I got out of the bed that said, you will never accomplish any of your dreams like this. And that's it. It was like that one, there's always that one moment that can just change you forever. And I don't know what it was about that moment, but it was over. And I knew it. I knew what I wanted, and I wanted to be clean. And no more drinking wine. I mean, I started to hone it down, but my wine drinking is not like, one or two. No, I'm going to continue drinking until I drink that whole fucking bottle, It was an outlet for me. Throughout my life, I've been back and forth. Now, my whole 20s, I was pretty much sober. But I went to rehab when I was 17, And then, my 30s, after, I found myself slowly getting just swept away and escaping in my addictions. And then wondering why nothing changed. Why couldn't I find the love of my life? Why couldn't I be successful at any of my attempts at businesses? Why couldn't I? And a lot of times I was serving through this. I'm serving in the community. I'm working at nonprofits with kids in the high schools. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I'm doing all these things, but my addiction was a soul attachment of the lower world into my world. And so you can have all these. You can't be in the middle, residing like halfway. You know what I mean? It's not going to work. You're either here or you're there. You're not. There's no in between. If you're still drinking and doing drugs or whatever, like, you are leaving an open door every time you lay your head down to entity attachment, and that's the reality. And they'll seek to keep you as stuck as possible because they're siphoning your energy off of you. The lower world wants to siphon and will and does siphon your energy off of you if you do not claim your sovereignty, do not claim your energy. You're in charge of that. We are solely in charge of creating our personalities, recreating our personalities. We have this dominion. We do have that ability. You're not just stuck because you had something bad happen to you in life. That's the biggest lie. But all these, anyway, I woke up with this heaviness to speak about my sobriety, and this time it's like, I mean, it's amazing because with all my growth spiritually and all that, and just what I've been shown. I mean, now I'm here to just teach you guys. I have no desire, none. Like, there's no, like, nothing in me at all that's gonna go backwards. This is where I'm at. This is what's, there's, just have no desire. And I've been around, I mean, I could be around it. It's more just annoying at this point, you know? And now I've actually taking it a step further. That was another thing I realized over this trip was, you know, my need for true friendship and true friends in my life. And I do have, you know, some friends that, you know, I just can't be going. People have to meet me halfway. And so if I have friends in my life that are not coming to meet me at my level, I just can't even worry about you anymore. I can pray for you, but I just cannot. It hurts because you really do see when you come out of the world the way it is, you know, and especially in Charleston, it's all going out, going out. Everybody wants to drink to have fun. Oh, it's just it's disgusting, and it's every reason why I've always moved. I can't stand it. I've seen so many people die here. It's ignored. It's a problem. It's a deep-rooted problem in the city, and everybody is all about it here. You know, it's like everything fun revolves around drinking, and it's not fun for me. And I do know others here that are like myself. We know how to have fun, and it's not drug related. It's not drinking related. There's plenty of fucking fun you can have doing activities and getting out and socializing in a different way. Anyway, I'm just into, like, I'm really just putting it out there for these brand new friendships in my life, like new friendships that new or renewed friendships that are going to be give and receive with me, you know, like um, I don't want to show up at your party. It sucks for me. It's boring. You guys can't, I don't know. I just want people to meet me on my level. You know what I mean? Where I'm at. That's love. And for the friends I have that do that, I fucking love you, you know? I have friends that are incredibly proud of me. And I'm proud of me. And they tell me I inspire them. And that's beautiful because that's what I hope to do in this life. Nothing less. Nothing less. And my friends should inspire me as well, and they do. The ones I'm thinking of do. um, so I don't know. That was just something. I actually tried to make a post this morning about it, and it would not go through. And then later, I was like, why didn't I go through? Something in me said, you know, it just wasn't time for that, or those words or something was just not meant to be with that. Let it go, and then a little later, I decided to make this video, and I had already been thinking I need to get back on my video game and really just start getting out there and talking to you guys, um, for many reasons. So I want to encourage you as far as addictions and you know, alcohol addictions, and here's another key component or key point I want to make is you don't have to call yourself an alcoholic. I will never call myself an alcoholic. I will never call myself an addict. Yes, have I had a problem with an addiction to alcohol or attachment to alcohol? Yes. Am I forever an alcoholic addict? Hell no. And most of you guys out there aren't either. And a lot of people, even in the AA rooms, are not either. They just feel like maybe they have to say that because it's a thing. But I'm telling you, I'm big on the affirmations and the I ams, and I will never tell you I am an alcoholic because I'm not. And I'm not going to tell my body, my mind that either. Because that's a bound resistance. That's creating resistance before it's even there. And you know, it's how a lot of relapses happen, or people stay in the same patterns of thinking, and how the body stays sick. You know, the way we speak to ourselves is so important. The way we carry our words, our vibration, is so important. So important. This is what changes our personality. This is what manifests our reality. This is what creates our life. And anyway, I want to see you guys doing the best and living the best because you deserve that. You deserve that. You deserve all of what you deserve all your birthrights, put it that way. We've had a lot of shit put in front of us and lies, and And part of why what I do and why I speak to you guys, why I make these videos, is because I want you to know you're not alone, and I want to, anything I can give you to help you take that next step and know you're not alone, and that maybe this is bullshit information, and you can trust yourself, you know? If there's anything I can tell you through everything I'm going to share with you is really a lot of what I've experienced. I speak from what my experience. I'm not trying to speak from anything that's not, you know, not been true for me or real for me. Anyway, there's that. If you need any help with, you know, if I can encourage you in any way, if I could, you know, help you to make the steps after first you have to make the decision you're not going to drink, or you want to stop with the drugs or whatever you got going on, or whatever addiction. It could be anything. And people have sex addictions. People have all kinds of addictions, period. I am more than willing to talk to you to help you with any bit of information I can to help you change your thoughts, to in turn reprogram and change that pattern. Okay, you are not that pattern. That is not who you are. You were never destined to be that. And when you're ready to change, you make the change. You know, I did for myself. It was time. It was time, and I can't be more grateful because now I see in color. I see in color. I can now live the life of my wildest dreams. I mean, look at what I do. I love what I do. I've always wanted to help people, and now I have the ability to help people. And now I know why I'm helping people. And now it's just so much more is clear, and it ain't even done yet. I got so much more to learn. You know, it's always a constant, learning, teaching, learning, teaching, learning, teaching. You know, and just keeping it flowing. But we need each other too. That's another thing. We need each other in this realm. You know, people out there living life by the seat of their pants, and drinking, partying, living that bullshit life, like Hollywood, all the woo woo, all the shit. I mean, if you're questioning, you just know when you're ready, you're ready, and that's it. And I knew, and that was that. And I'm not wavering from that. I would never want to. I love my life now, and I'm attachment free when like there's no. I'm not. Oh my God, you don't know the amount of fear that will leave your body when you detach from alcohol and drugs. And why? Because entity attachment. I'm telling you, entity attachment. I really encourage you to get energy work when you're quitting, when you're going through your process, you're clearing out. Very important. Very important. Very important you stay around people who can uplift you, and just you got to change your habits, change where you're going, what you're doing, who you're allowing in your life, and maybe you even just need some time to think. I don't know. But if you listen to your intuition, you're not going to be steered wrong. And I'm behind you 100%, 111%. I know how devastating addictions to alcohol, addictions to drugs can be, not just for the soul that's involved, because a lot of time they're the ones numbed out and selfishly not giving a shit. It's the people around you that are affected the most. I've lived this experience, and it's been a huge part of my development, and a huge part of the lessons I've had to learn, and a lot of that's loving myself. And a lot of you guys have the same thing. We all have to learn how to love ourselves. All of us. There's nobody exempt from that. When you feel when your own parent is choosing things other than you, you're living out that state of abandonment and rejection, and it can have an effect on your subconscious, and it has an effect on your adult life. And so you gotta learn how to overcome, right? move on up, because this is what New Earth's all about. And I'm telling you, shit's shifting and changing, whether you come or not. It's gonna change. It might get more uncomfortable for you if you're not flowing with it. So my prayer is that you're flowing with it. If you're watching this, flow with it. Listen to yourself. Maybe you're not supposed to go out that night, or maybe you're not supposed to. You're supposed to sit. Just listen to yourself. Listen to what your intuition's telling you. You know who's important in your life and who's not. God, if I could count how many people I have made important in my life that were not important. And when the shit came down to it, they were nobody to me. I mean, we can lie to ourselves all day and think that when we're out and about, that these people are all our real friends. No, they're not. I guarantee you, son, they are not shit anything to you. They're just, as long as you're in misery, loves company. And, it just turns into like you need to get fucked up with people and things like that, if that's the world you're in. Everybody's a little different. Sometimes it's just some people are isolate themselves. It's I'm gonna end it there when it comes to what I'm talking about. But I love you guys, as within so without, as above so below.